PPRNradio.net. The station that's home with your wife while you're at work. It's the Peter Pinho Show. Only on PPRNradio.net.
All right, we got everybody. I heard you. Shut up, you. Let me pass your fingers. Holy shit! There's the Mr. Hatfield and the McCoys over there. Get down.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You guys hear me all right?
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody's professional. Look at this. Everybody looking good.
Everybody looking good.
Who the fuck might get do this from a different room now?
You just broke up a little bit. One more time for the people in the back.
I said, who would have thought, Mike, we could do this all in different rooms like we used to?
Yeah, no, man.
Mike, are you on delay or what's up?
I'm good. Am I delayed on your side?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
I was saying, who thought we used to do this all in one room? Now we do it separate.
Yeah.
What's up, Bob Clark? How you doing? Don't forget the Stripe Show. Podbean. And we're going to go from bottom is Lisa. Lisa's back with us. Lisa meets.
Hey.
She a singer. She do that thing. You know what I mean? She sang.
Try.
And she here to celebrate Juneteenth with us. She's the only dark-skinned person in the room, but we love that because we're diverse. You know?
I'm the token tonight.
That's right. And above her is the guy who's staring down at her shirt right now. We look like the Brady Bunch, if y'all can see on TV. He's looking down at her. Let's see.
You should be in the middle, Pete.
I know. Can I move myself? I don't know if I can move.
Who was in the middle? Alice?
I don't know. Okay, there we go.
Was it Alice? Or was it Mrs. Brady? I don't remember.
Pop up?
Can I move myself? No.
Yeah.
I could move myself. There we go.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Why is my screen like that? Yeah. What the fuck did I do? What the hell did I do? Let's see. Escape. Bob Clark says big crowd tonight. What the hell did I do to my screen?
We don't.
Oh, wait a minute. Zoom in. 25. Okay, there we go. All right, now I can see the thing. All right. We have Lisa is at the bottom. Lisa, and then above her is Phil, who's got a radio show, WAPJ, in Torrington on Sundays. You can hear it if you're in Torrington, or you can hear it online like everybody else. I'm looking at the screen, so I don't know if I should say to my left or to my right.
Just say next.
All right, so Siksay is over there. He's got the hat on. Siksay was with me in, I want to say, not the beginning, but I want to say a third of, we were on the air for almost 14 years. He was in on year 4. So about year 6 or 7, he was with me. I met Siksay because we booked him, or Phil booked him. No, Brian booked him. And we had a snowstorm, and everybody was supposed to show up. And I said, I can't not show up. I got someone that's going to be there. So I ended up going, and he ended up going, and we ended up doing a show on the snow. So that's how I met it. Remember?
John, I think you're muted, hon.
Yeah, you're muted, John.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Now we go.
All right. I ain't scared of no storm. That's right, man. I drove out. I was there.
That's exactly what you said. You ain't afraid no storm.
What location was that?
What's that?
Southbury, I think. Right?
That was in Southbury, yeah. The Southbury, after my leave from what is that? I got a studio in Southbury. Yep.
That's where I am now. Not in your studio, but in Southbury.
Yeah. And then
I thought
in the old studio.
Huh?
That's where I met you.
In the old studio, just breaking in weekly.
That's where I met Mr. Michael. Michael Hatfield, he's also was part of the show after Phil. So it was Jonathan, then it was Jonathan and Phil, and then them guys left, and then it was then Mike came. And that was the South. That was the Hamptons team.
Like Storytime Bob brought me on as a guest.
Storytime Bob. Yeah, he's still alive, by the way.
Yeah.
Still kicking, buddy.
I love it when a sentence starts that way. You know who's still alive?
We have the pool still.
That guy's gonna outlive all
Got
of
the
us.
Deadpool.
We have the death
Got
pool still, remember?
Deadpool, buddy.
That's the first dollar for the death pool. I spent the other money. I don't know why, but I spent. But,
So am I the only chick that's been hanging with you guys?
What's that?
Am I the only chick that's been hanging with you guys?
No, we've had chicks on the show.
Oh.
No, my wife was on for a long time, but she doesn't want to do it no more.
Yeah,
We've had
Lex.
other girls on too. We've had
Like,
a
see,
chick
was
that used to go on roller skates. We called her Ivy Spinners. Mike brought her on.
Sweet.
And then we had a few other girls that were on from time to time. We had Mama, and then we had Lexi. Yeah. We had Lexi though. Lexi was a model, so she brought some people to the show.
Oh, nice.
It was all a good time. I'm not upset about it. No one is collected on the Death Pool. Bob's listening. All right, so big show. Let's get to it. I introduced everybody. So I was telling, I'm gonna play because this thing is long. So I'm gonna play something that really made me fall in love with Mike. And I'm not skipping over anybody. But when I did Chaz and AJ.
Wait. You say this is long and it made you fall in love with Mike.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
This is Pride Month, Phil. Keep up. This is Pride Month.
Can't take this with my tea over here.
All right.
No, we're going to listen to it.
Let's be over here.
This is a little clip
Okay.
of what I used to do. I wish we could listen to the whole thing, but it's kind of long, so I'm going to try to play some clips.
Street Pete, right?
Yeah, so here, check this out. I'm going to hit play, and then I got to share it.
This week.
Do we pay you?
No.
So he earned every second of it.
Yeah.
Every second of it, Chaz.
We got our money's worth this week.
Right, that's it, yes.
Who did you talk to?
He started out saying his name was Clint or the other word I can't say on the radio, but then it turned into him being Prophecy, the rapper.
Oh.
Huh?
All right.
This is the second prophecy in Waterbury, by the way.
It's a lot of prophecies in Waterbury.
Right, but the third one.
What are you here for today?
I mean, some bullshit. We talked about it, didn't we?
Yeah,
I already know.
All right, tell me, bring us to why are you here today?
Oh, I got you. It's on a record.
It's on a record.
It's on a record. See? Fulfilling the
It's on
prophecy
a
here.
record,
Right.
but it's record.
Right. I'm on record.
You got to record that?
You on record this whole time?
He sounds stoned. He sounds like he's holding in a hit.
Or really, really sleepy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, it was like I took my nephew to the park and they was investigating like the playground.
Why? What did the playground do?
Because there was a prophecy there.
Only in Waterbury.
Playground had a couple unpaid parking tickets.
Some warrants.
Let's just say kids weren't playing on the swings.
I think his nephew was code word for something else, by the way. He keeps saying it.
Oh.
We have to investigate this playground.
Right.
Kids are leaving with drugs.
Right.
Needles. All right.
Like I'm over here with my nephew with me. Yeah, I know I ain't here. I ain't at a playground with my nephew with me. On some bullshit.
You know, it's funny. It's like, so why are you here? Why are you at court today?
Right, why?
We don't know yet.
Right.
He seems mad.
I was at the playground with my nephew.
Right.
He's a rapper.
And I ended up here.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what happened between.
Apparently there was a...
I can see why he's kind of pissed off.
It was a slide infraction.
I went to bring my nephew to the playground. I'm at court.
Right. Improper use of the seesaw.
It's like he went to the Allen Iverson School of public speaking.
Right.
Just keep saying the same two things over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how it went down.
So what's your charge today?
What you mean what they saying?
Come on.
No, how much you charging us for the interview?
He could be a very good attorney for himself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what they're saying I did?
Right.
What you got arrested for?
Oh, well, they trying to claim I'm trying to cop.
Trying to cop.
I was copping.
Right.
Okay, so we got to it. How far into this did we get the answer?
About a minute 20 in.
Yeah.
I cut a little bit here and there just because it got super repetitive.
Yeah.
Which is going by how slow he's speaking and awfully fast.
Yeah, exactly.
So he went to the playground with his nephew, and he was arrested for trying to cop.
Well,
Right.
they were investigating the playground, Chaz.
Right,
Yeah,
investigating
that's
it.
right.
Undercover.
And he showed up with his nephew. Chad.
He's undercover.
Yeah.
I received a prophecy.
This poor guy wakes up and thinks he'll do something nice for his nephew. Let me bring you to the playground.
Right, that's a cop.
I want to be a good uncle. And
Right.
Next thing you know, he's arrested.
You're getting lollipops, I'm getting weed.
Yeah.
Walking right into an investigation.
Copping what? You're making this one hard on me. So, talk. Bring us to the beginning here.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
Pete, you're making this. Don't make me work for this. I'm not getting paid anything.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you guys had a conversation before you started talking to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to.
Oh, I see. This is for the
Got to
record.
warm him up, yes.
For the record.
For the record.
Record, of course. Yeah, the record.
So Pete's good because he says, "Take me to the beginning."
Yeah.
yeah, so I'll take my nephew to the park.
Again.
We know about that part.
After the park.
Yep. Right.
And met my cousin over there. And he knew a cat. Wasn't
Cousin over there. Cousins at the park or cousins with him at court?
His cousin's over at the park.
And
But he was with his nephew.
and he knew a cat.
He's in story mode now. He's telling what happened.
And apparently there's a cat
Okay.
playground.
Yeah.
dudes roll up like they want to pull out, they want to draw down, like get down. It's like I got my dance.
Okay, so all right, I got translate.
And then a mirror ball fell down. We all began to dance.
Get down. Get down.
It was a dance off. It was a dance off in the playground.
You got to see AJ dancing.
He really is dancing.
Get down.
He was getting down.
I thought it was odd. There was a dance off in the playground. But I said, what the hell?
Might as well.
How bad was your dancing? You got arrested?
You got to get down if someone says get down.
Get down. Get down. Look at there. Get down. Get down. Look it down.
Get down on it.
All right.
It's like I got my nephew with me, making me. I gotta lay down. They got me pulling my pants half down. All the other boys.
I have a feeling his pants were already half down.
We had to put him down
It's
even
just
further.
a guess.
Yeah, had to put him down even further.
Yeah.
Past the knees now.
Okay.
So wait, he's laying on the ground. How you gonna dance when you're laying on the ground?
And he's got his nephew with him.
Right. Who don't get down, by the way. More of a foxtrot.
Yeah. I don't know. If anyone's with a kid, I'm not thinking they're gonna buy drugs.
I would think. But, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe the kid wanted the cop.
Trying to tell him. So anyway, I go up in there with the judge. I'm like, yo, I'm at the playground. My nephew ain't no big deal.
We know!
He's sticking to that line.
I'm not with the playground, nephew!
What happened in the playground?
already!
Well, who is his nephew? Is he like some big important person that we should know? Like maybe that's what we're
Babyface
missing.
Finster. Nephew's probably some kingpin.
Carry some old 380.
Drugs. All right.
You coming through? Like, you trying to investigate?
Investigate what? You're not getting to the point.
Please don't say nephew at the
They
playground.
were saying people were selling.
Were you buying?
Dog, at my nephew.
Stop with that now!
He thinks the nephew's going to get him out
Oh
of
my
everything.
God! I think he's stuck on record.
He thinks the police should have said, "Oh, you have your nephew." With you then."
I
All right,
need,
just
I need the fan on in here.
carry on.
Oh my
Go ahead.
You keep saying your nephew. But why are you buying drugs with your nephew?
Because I'm saying just because my cousin had cop. My cousin was there. He had cop. Yeah, I mean, he had cop some just, it was like a couple things, man. It was like 1, 2 of them lines, man. I got my nephew with me.
I know it!
Why are you at court today? Street Pete ran into prophecy at the Waterbury court, and he was busted for copping at a park.
Yo, I'm at the playground. My nephew ain't no big deal.
Exactly. So where are we now? I think he said the word nephew like 8 times.
We're supposed to do a shot each time, apparently.
Or dance.
Either or.
Well, he's with his nephew, and I guess and his cousin.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's
Cousin.
what we're learning now.
Right.
So his cousin, I guess, did buy something.
It's family day.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 things.
Yeah.
Family day. at the park.
So far, mom's uninvolved, sister, dad, no one, just the nephew, the cousin, and
And
him.
the park was being investigated.
Right.
And Prophecy's there with his nephew.
And everybody got down. Yeah.
Do we have that clip? Get down.
I don't know where it is. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll have to get that.
Okay.
I was talking my nephew. And someone yelled, get down.
This is what the police said when they rolled in.
Yeah.
Get down.
Get down.
Oh,
It's a dance party.
We could
I
scratch
love
your
this
nephew.
song.
That's as he's getting removed from the park.
Apparently his dance move is not that great. They arrested him for it.
By the way, we like Prophecy.
We do. He's
He took his nephew out to the park and bad things happened.
right, as he told us like 5 times.
Get down.
In one sentence.
Get down.
I got my nephew with me, and no big deal. I wasn't on no part lap. My cousin copped a couple things because he plays with them things.
Place with those things.
What thing?
Matchboxes?
Pogs. Do you know what he was copying? Or well, he plays with those things.
Buying something he wasn't supposed to be buying.
Right.
He sounds like he bought it from someone he wasn't supposed to be buying it from.
Right.
Girl Scout cookies?
But I'm over here. I'm taking care for my sister. She on some things. So I'm trying to do the right thing.
The right thing is copping with your nephew.
Hey, good question.
There you go, see? Did I mention my nephew was with me in the park? Only about 25 times so far.
No, you didn't.
I like Pete's keeping it real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Man, you ain't hearing me.
Wait, stop.
Oh, he's mad at you.
Yeah. You ain't hearing me.
You ain't hearing me.
Get down.
Okay.
How much dancing was done that day?
Yeah.
Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down.
Mike, that was you?
Damn. Did we lose Pete?
Yeah, we lost.
Uh-oh. Hello,
That
host?
was just too.
He's
that,
in
that
the
was
park
it.
with his nephew.
He's retiring. Yeah, he's just retiring after that skit.
So,
That was the curtain call. Man, so Street
wrong
Pete.
button, man. I'm
there you are, Street Pete.
That was hilarious, dude. That was one of my best bits.
Yeah, that was pretty good, man. That was creative. I like that.
And you did that. You know what I kept doing is I kept asking for weeks, and Mike like, give it time. You could tell the way says, give it time. I'm gonna get this one right.
Well, it was after the show we would kind of go out in the parking
But I
lot.
asked you like 2 months straight.
Give me time.
You had the best one I ever fucking did. I appreciate it.
You know what was great is when they come with the get down, get down, get down. They cut that together instantly, dude. That's the beauty of like that big budget radio where there's a big staff on. Like somebody's in the back, like chopping up, get down real quick. You know.
Well, that producer is actually pretty fast. But Phil, you see, they should have paid me. That was one of the best of that bit, man. They should have paid me.
That was
When
pretty
was
funny.
that?
No.
That was pretty good.
I did midget wrestling after that too. It was like one after the other. I just killed it.
So I have a question.
Amazing.
So, Mr. Hatfield, you're a musician and a comedian, or you just do crazy funny shit sometimes, or?
I probably did crazy funny shit to begin with in life.
Nice.
And, didn't notice that it was crazy or funny.
Well, then other people do?
And then other people might have acknowledged that, or maybe that's why I did it. You know.
He's very modest when it comes
Goes
to
back
that.
further than music, I would say.
He's very modest when it comes
Not
to
a
that.
not a stage crazy funny shit guy, not a performer.
No, you're too modest, dude. Like all of you guys on here are too like. Siksay was even funny too on the show. So you guys are. I don't think you guys like appreciate yourself. Because I'm telling you, dude, that thing was gold. Look, Lisa was laughing. Phil had a smile.
Yeah, that was.
Jonathan was fucking laughing. I mean, it was hysterical. And that
Yeah.
made it
The one line's like, dog, I have a nephew in me.
I didn't play the whole thing, but one part you were like,
He's checking you. Did I tell you?
I think I asked you, I was like, did you pick up anything? You're like, you mean
What they saying?
what they say?
What are you here for? You mean what they say?
Yeah, what are you here for? You mean what they were saying?
Infinite denial. You know what
So
I'm saying?
I gotta say, it sounds like a combination of right off the dome and maybe a little bit of personal experience.
You'd have to know some of those guys, you know, to know some of the responses, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. There's just a certain response to any form of questioning, no matter what. So I work with the American Job Center now, and it's like what I did when I first came in was outreach and just calling people we were trying to help. They'd be like, "Who's asking?" It's like, I mean, I'm not your parole officer, but we're good here. We're good. trying to
help you. It also helps that you work in the worst part of New Haven.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like that's the thing. It's like you got to be as close as you can to people that have no mobility. You know.
Yeah.
Basically, you got to set up shop right outside the front door.
Oh, dude, that
Get down.
That's why I don't
haven't
think
heard that
anybody
since-
realized when I was making the post and I was saying get down. I don't think they realized what we were talking.
Yeah. No, it's a you and me thing, but now it's everybody.
Oh wait, so
I
are you
don't
trying
care
to
that
tell us
everybody
you guys
knows
get
that
down on the DL? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, he's too far away. You know, he's 1,000 miles away. You know.
Hold on. I miss
You're right over
being
here in
up there.
Hampton.
I miss being up there and seeing you guys live, but you guys you just came back live, and Jonathan hasn't been live in 2 years.
I haven't played in a while, no.
All right, so let's start with Jonathan. Jonathan, he had his own, he was called Siksay at one time. We had a nickname for him at the show.
Big boy.
Big boy. He's tall. He's like 7 foot fucking whatever. He's a tall man. But his career music just like yours, Mike. He did originals, and then he found a part of us. And I think the best thing about PPRN was we were able to bring musicians and ridiculousness to one room. I mean, I'm not saying PPRN was part of his career, but it helped it, right, John, or not?
No, I definitely did. Hell yeah! I mean, I met a lot of really good people. I made a lot of connections in the metal scene. So I played a lot of shows, and then from there I just kind of took off and started a band, and it just all kind of flew off, you know. So PPRN definitely started me with the whole show thing.
He also ended up hooking up with a girl that played guitar for Circus Soleil.
Desert? No, yeah, probably. Desiree. Yeah, she's actually a good friend of mine. She's actually a DJ now. She does like DJing with guitar playing on the side of it and stuff like that. It's really sick.
Yeah, she met a dude named
Ragosa.
What's her last name now?
Ragosa.
Right. It was Ragusa, yeah, DJ Ragusa. But he's like a big known DJ. He's up there with King.
Yeah, he's pretty well known from what I see, and
really
she's a really talented person. I mean, she's picking up the turntables just like she picked up the guitar. I mean, everything that girl touches, she's really amazing at. It's awesome. You got to see her perform live.
So how are you doing? Are you looking to get back into it or not?
I'm not sure yet. Right now, I'm just working a lot. I got a lot of personal things going on, you know. Stopped drinking after I stopped doing music, so I'm trying to figure that out still. I mean, you know, I did slip up a little bit recently when my father passed away, but, you know, got to do what you got to do. I don't know. I mean, if the opportunity comes up, maybe I'll play a show or two. Who knows? You know?
Yeah, but along with your drinking, you stopped drinking, you also got your health back. You lost a bunch of weight, and you were, skin color was coming back, and you were looking really healthy. And you had a positive outlook on life, and you were, you weren't like going like me mental on Facebook anymore and shit. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did see a big change. Yeah, me, I'm a mess.
Peter?
That's not easy to do either, because alcohol isn't like heroin, right? Like heroin, you got to go to some seedy place. There's like a package store anywhere you go, you know. And if I've had my struggles with alcohol, so yeah, it's so good for you. Keep it up.
It was getting bad, especially being a musician. I'm sure Mike knows this. You know, everybody's handing you shots all the time. Hey man, here's another drink. Here's another drink. Here's another shot. Here's another shot. And when you go home, what are you going to do? Drink a bottle of something. You know what I mean? You just kind of get hooked.
And you know what's so funny? Like now, because I perform a lot, and so I'm around alcohol all the time. And back in my 20s, I used to think I needed a shot so I could sing better and, you know, have no fear, like Liquid Courage. And now it's like the opposite. I just kind of sit back and watch the show, and I think I sound better now than I did back then. But, you know, you watch somebody go from, you know, this to, you know, drinking 2 drinks and 5 drinks, and they're like, yeah, and they're acting, and I'm always like, my God, is that how I was?
Yep.
Like to think I wasn't, but I'm sure I was. You know?
No, I remember when I performed. If I didn't have Coke, man, I wasn't.
The thing with drinking too is that you don't hear how bad you sound, or how not 100% you are. That was when I started performing without drinking.
Big difference.
So much more intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you said. It's like you said, John. Like you're always getting confronted with offerings.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You know?
And with the person
with water too, you know.
I always have my water. I had a gig in the Hamptons 2 weeks ago on a Sunday, and I usually go to the bartender. Like if I'm not singing, I'll get, you know, water for the guys, and I get my water. I heard this guy at the end of the bar trying to buy me a drink, and I just pretended I didn't hear the conversation. He's like, "She doesn't drink, man. All she drinks is water. You can't buy her anything." And I just pretended because drinking is the only thing that people ask you. Really? Are you sure? Like if I said I don't want to drink milk, nobody's going to be pushing milk on me. If I say I don't want to eat a chicken wing, nobody's going to be saying, "What's wrong with you? Eat this fucking chicken wing." But with alcohol, everybody acts think the chicken wing. Yeah.
I'm out there fucking, to be honest, speak for yourself, because I'm out there pushing milk and chicken wings daily. I'm rapping out here. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell, but I got 2 broken knees right now.
You're chicken wing pusher?
Yeah. What's up, sir?
Milk and chicken wings, baby. Come on, whippersnapper. That's what I do on my phone. Come on, whippersnapper. I call people whippersnapper.
You ain't cool if you ain't
to be offended by first.
Man. Oh my God.
Eat that pollo. You know?
Here we are, eating chicken wings.
Yeah.
Let's talk again.
Eat that fucking chicken wing.
Fuck chicken.
Put that fucking wing in your mouth.
I'll take a bite out of it.
Make me pour this milk in your face.
Yeah.
Don't make the wing bag.
Wing at you.
I'll wing back your forehead.
Natural. They don't know.
Oh, you bring out the homogenized shit. I swear to God, I'll bring out that.
God. I stir my milk with a chicken wing. I stir my chocolate milk with buffalo chicken
garlic sauce on that one.
This has got it.
Oh my God, my shirt. Oh.
It's the thing. You know what I mean? Don't even worry about losing the guy who's just scrapping all the chicken milk. That's a t-shirt. That's PPRN t-shirt 2025. We rolling it.
Wings and milk.
Yeah. What fight? Put your dukes up. Ooh, we got a first snort. We get the first snort of the night.
Bitch, put your flaps up. I got you.
Oh my God. Oh. I gotta turn up my central air. Hang on, because now I'm getting hot. Jesus.
I should tell her about central air. Like, y'all broke ass motherfuckers with your window units.
I got a fan blowing right on me right now.
I got a central air too in Florida.
We're getting hit. What's it like down there?
Yeah, what's
the heat wave? It's nice down here. It's only 88. You guys are in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's why I was like today on Facebook. And everyone is like, "Oh, you're moving down to the tundra." I was like, "Fuck you today."
You said the country?
The tundra.
Tundra.
Oh, it's hot down in Florida. No shit, I hate when people hate where you're going. Like, be positive.
A lot of haters.
There's a lot, dude. "Oh, you're moving down there. It's got big bugs in the tile all the time." No shit. You
Look,
guys got new
I mean,
papers and fucking
anytime anybody says anything, they're saying it to themselves. So
Exactly.
I think they are. I really think. And you know what, dude? It's just especially with a Velo now. We can go. I can go home today and be home tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's like taking a bus. It's $50 with a Velo. As long as you don't bring a fucking backpack, it's like taking the bus. It's actually cheaper than.
I love a Velo because as you know, my dad's been sick, and I hop on that just like a bus. It's 3 hours. It's nonstop. I bring my own food, my water, pack my sandwich.
So you.
I heard the
pilot. You know what I'm saying?
You heard
bring
what?
my own door. Got to bring my seat. Bring my own pilot.
No, you're confusing a Velo with Spirit. Spirit, you got to bring your own seat and shit.
You got to bring your own
Would
wheel.
you like oxygen? That's another $50.
Can somebody hold this thing up? I got to bolt this wheel on.
Exactly.
I'm gonna bring my own TSA.
Yeah, I don't have an impact drill. Anybody got one? Let's the guy in row 9 behind me brought the impact tools. We got that bird off the ground. You know what I'm saying? We got that bird off the ground. Not sure we went down the river, but I'm saying it's water.
You have to be what's the robots in disguise back in the day?
Transformers.
Yeah, Transformers. You got to be a Transformer if you're on Spirit.
Back in the day, I thought you were talking danger. What's that robot?
No. I'm saying on Spirit.
Danger. What is it? Lost in Space?
Lost in Space, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring your own hang glider.
Exactly. Bring your own wings.
I bring my own sandwich, my own milk and chicken, and my own hang glider.
So, Jonathan, when you're driving down the road and you're doing your thing now, do you just start singing?
Yeah, sometimes depends on what's on the radio, but yeah, I'll sing sometimes.
I mean, you like full blown sing, like you like
all the way out. Yep.
All the way.
People looking at me and everything. I don't give a fuck.
Good for you. I do. That's the only way to be. Who gives a fuck? You're in your car.
We got cameras in the truck too, though, so I'm sure they're watching.
That's the worst. I quit a job because they had cameras in it. I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna do nothing illegal, but man, this that one day I'm gonna be fucking flipping someone off or picking my nose or scratching my nuts or doing something like a wing and milk. And the camera's just looking at you. You know what I mean?
They're smashing your nuts.
I just
because I'm 50.
Yeah. One finger in his nostril, one finger down his pants. Thanks.
Eating a chicken.
One elbow on the wheel, one foot on the dashboard. Let's go.
Work cameras in vehicles. Fucking ridiculous.
I got a half a tank of gas and a foot out the window. Boy, get down.
How you know you're in the country? What's the matter with sticking your foot out the window while you're driving?
Does it freak you out, John, when you're driving with the camera?
Was that talking to me?
Yeah, does that freak you out when you're driving with the camera?
Yeah, it makes you a little paranoid because they're watching everything you're doing, because they're monitoring everything, speed and all that crap.
Wait, who's watching you? Did I miss something?
Yeah.
I dropped. Yeah. What's the company? What's the frequency, Kenneth?
He can't say.
I work for an ice cream company, so I distribute Ben and Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs basically at like bodegas and stuff like that. So I drive a box truck.
But they have cameras that are facing the road and you. So
right.
Therefore, if you hit you hit somebody, it records what you hit, and then it records what you're doing.
It records your own.
Can I just tell you how my mind works?
It records everything.
In cameras, so I'm like, was he like a child molester or something?
Pause that and play it in court. And Mr. Siksay as he hit that.
He's not supposed to
get the old face, bro. Like,
an ice cream truck, so
no. What it'll also do is it'll record you if you start texting on your phone.
Yeah.
That's the creepy.
I would hate that job.
Yeah, no, it's annoying, but I mean, I understand it. There's a lot of bad truck drivers out there right now,
There's a lot of bad drivers, period. So I'm a real estate agent, and I have to say, like, my car has the self-driving feature. So sometimes I'm on the highway, I could just click that, and I'm like, oh, let me just send a text. But I know I have to get out of that habit because that's really bad. I mean, if any cops are listening, I never do that. And people that are doing that are bad, bad, bad.
Do you mean like the full-on driving system, or just like where it hits the line and it goes back and forth like this?
Well, my car, it doesn't seem to go back and forth like that, but yeah, it It has this braking thing. If you get too close to the car in front of you, it'll say emergency braking, and it'll like step on the
Is
brakes.
it like when you hit your head on the headboard back and forth? Or
no, nothing like that at all. I never hit my head on the headboard.
You got padding.
I got padding, yes.
It's like a microphone stand, right? I feel like that thing bounces in the middle.
Oh, well, that's Lisa for you. She turns on the mic, too, doesn't she?
I turn everything on.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Picture a cop is listening to this podcast. He's like, wait, what did you say?
I know.
Calls the judge. I'm going to get a warrant, sir. I'm going to need an arrest warrant.
Exactly.
Because we're on that topic, I'm going to bring something up that I know I'm at the age where everything fucking pisses me off. Justin Bieber gets arrested last night, right?
He did?
No, Timberlake.
Not just
Timberlake.
Timberlake, not Bieber. Bieber was arrested a while ago. Yeah,
Bieber. This is Justin Timberlake. He's on tour. He supposedly has one martini. He gets pulled over. We got a picture of him swerving and whatever.
He looked coked out in the picture, dude.
Swerving after
you know what was funny? Because they had fucking selfie lights in his eyeball.
Yeah.
So the cop said to TMZ or whoever he talked to, and said, I don't know who Justin Timberlake is, and I didn't know what tour he was.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I don't know who Justin Timberlake is, and I didn't know which what. What was the last
I don't
time?
know what tour he's on.
Hmm.
Let me tell you something. We knew who Frank Sinatra was, and I'm in my 50s. Frank Sinatra was 50 when I was 10.
How old was the cop?
How do you 22? Come on, you gotta know Justin Timberlake.
When did that album come out that he put out? The 2020.
He's on a tour right now.
Wait, who said they don't know who he is?
Performed at the Super Bowl. Everybody knows who Justin Timberlake is.
Who said they don't know who he is?
The cop. The cop who arrested him didn't know who he is.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Or claimed that he didn't. How old's the
I'm
cop?
gonna tell you what happened. The cop knew he fucked up. Well, no, he didn't fuck up and did his job. But he didn't want to be the cop that arrested Justin Timberlake.
I feel like that would be a merit badge to be like, yeah.
So he was acting like, I don't know who that is. You know what I mean? He arrested him knowing he was going to make his bone.
Now, why do you think? Because I do agree with you, but why? What do you think he was afraid of? If he was the guy, he just owned it. If he was like, yeah, fuck him. What do you think he was afraid of as far as blowback?
He should have just been like, hell yeah, I arrested Timberlake.
Is Justin Timberlake in the Illuminati too, or whatever they say?
No. Justin Timberlake.
Maybe that's why he was scared. I don't know.
He's the whitest black person you'll ever meet.
Well, that's one. So that's one possibility. What will be another thing he might be afraid of?
Actually, no. He's the blackest white person you'll ever meet.
But what do you think that cop was afraid of as far as not admitting it?
I think the cop was like, shit, look who I arrested.
Why did the guy take an Uber? I mean, how much does he worth?
Well, so I think the cop was afraid. You said the cop was 22?
22.
Yeah, so I think the cop was afraid of every time he's off duty and he goes to a club, hanging out. It's just about to happen.
The asshole that arrested Justin.
And then to be like, wait a minute, like, are you fucking that guy, that fucking cop? Are you that man that did that to JT?
Oh my God!
And the bro knows. The bro knows that's gonna chase him into every. Right when it's about to happen for the homie. 22 years old, right? He's just, who knows? I mean, maybe he married his high school sweetheart or something. Who knows? But I think the terror for him was like, oh fuck.
He's like, I'm never gonna get laid again.
Yeah, never. I don't know who he is. Which almost is enough to get you not ever again, right? How are you gonna parade that one out there? But that's better than being like, yeah, I arrested him. What you gonna do about it?
The fact that he said you didn't know him is not going to get him laid ever.
What an imbecile.
Because I would have, if I was the cop, I would have owned that shit. I'd be like, fuck yeah, that motherfucker. Charge me $30 for a concert. He's going to fucking jail.
Yeah, right? $3,500 for the front row.
You know how much the fucking hot dogs cost at a show, motherfucker? Yeah.
Meanwhile, I got some chicken and milk in my trunk.
I would have been all up in that, but fuck yeah.
Most cops have like the AK in the trunk or whatever they got. They got the M. They got the M4 in the trunk. This dude's got chicken and milk back there. He's like, you gonna eat this shit?
He's selling $4. $4 for chicken and milk.
You gotta pay for it too. Forget a ticket. You're getting fined right here by the highway. You're getting fined on the interstate.
You only want chicken? $3.
You should have kept Jackson's titty in the shirt, motherfucker.
You don't want chicken, $3.
You should have kept that titty in the shirt.
Right?
Oh,
Kidding you. Hey, Justin pulled the same thing as Karmic Debt. Justin's like, I didn't know about the titty. Yes, you did, sir. Sir. Is that your final answer? Homie had some poppers. Homie had poppers in him, yo. He had poppers.
That's when you know he got his check. He had poppers with his wings.
Oh my God.
Lisa, you eat poppers?
Do I eat poppers?
Yeah, jalapeno poppers.
No. And I'm Trinidadian, I'm West Indian. I like hot stuff. I do not like jalapeno poppers.
You're Trinidadian? Is that the ones that ate Biden's uncle's Biden's uncle?
No, I think you must be talking about the
Where's the cannibals? Where are the cannibals? Where did you say they were? What country were they from?
Wait, who? What?
Biden said his uncle got eaten by cannibals. I forgot.
That's New Guinea. That's Papua New Guinea. That's the other side of the world. What are you
got eaten by cannibals? Like, really?
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the
Wait, am I on PPRN or Fox News? Because if this is Fox News, I gotta go.
No, he said it. It's not Fox News.
No, Trinidadians are real sweet people. You know, we don't eat nobody. We eat some chicken and milk. We like our chicken. We like it curried.
All right, what continent is Trinidad on? We're playing geography.
Trinidad's off South America. You don't know your geography, do you?
I don't.
No.
Yeah, it's near
Unless
Venezuela.
it's Portugal or Brazil, I don't know anything.
Wow.
I didn't realize that Morocco was right underneath Portugal until I watched the soccer. I look at the map, I'm like, fuck, Morocco's right underneath it the whole time.
I want to go to all these places that are being mentioned. I've never even left the States.
What?
Not even
So Trinidad is one of the. Some Brazilian people will disagree with me, but Trinidad is where Carnival originated, like the Carnival that you see in Rio de Janeiro. It's freaking amazing. Everybody should experience it.
I think I learned that.
It's amazing.
Actually, if you want to go see a good carnival, all you got to do is
go to where?
Brazilian.
Why are you mumbling all of a sudden, Pete? What is going on?
I'm not mumbling. You got to go to the Brazilian side of Waterbury.
Is there a Brazilian side of Waterbury?
Oh my God! Yeah, the dirt.
Huh.
Just played out there. I played out there.
Brazilians are really dirty. I don't know if you ever know.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can. I'm Portuguese.
No, you sound like my.
Your mother's right.
No, she doesn't talk about Brazilians, but she's older and she says things that she doesn't, that she just can't freaking say. Like,
That's the older generation saying.
My best friend is Brazilian and she's not fucking dirty. And you know her, and she's mad at you or not a fan of you. Yeah.
Michelle.
Yeah.
She's still mad.
There's gonna be variation. There's gonna be variation in cleanliness across all people.
Exactly.
If I didn't piss off
Spectrum, baby.
Some guys don't take the time to wipe their ass thoroughly so that there's no skid marks, and some do. That's a guy thing.
Amen.
That's gross. I don't know how lazy you are. You know what? There's a little brown. I don't want to wipe a couple.
All right, let's do a survey. Jonathan, back to front to back.
Front to back, I think.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Mike?
Did you just say front? Wait, say again.
Front to back or back to front?
Talking
it's
about
always used to be front to back. But I'm not going all the way up front. I'm just kind of staying in the back. I'm resting the area in need.
Right? It's like the area
I
needed.
gotta come up there like
He's kind of dead. You know?
got finger puppets popping up like, hey y'all. And then we're gonna take it back. Like, we good. We can just remain, let's stay in the pocket.
We had this discussion last week.
I'm a pocket quarterback when it comes to that. Like I trust my linemen.
Jonathan, you want to play us a song, buddy?
What's that?
Play us a song?
I haven't played in a long time, but yeah, I can do that if you want.
Yeah, play it, and then we'll get into play.
It's gonna be. Oh, look at that! I got a guitar right here.
Oh,
Now, give us a little something about the guitar, brother. Let us know what you're playing.
All right, so it's only 5 strings. I haven't touched this thing since my last show, which was like 4 years ago. So,
hey, did you ever write a song because of the strings you had? I think I had a guitar at one point with like 4 strings. So,
no, I don't think so. But I played a show where I just kept popping strings. It was out in the middle of summertime. I popped like 4 strings during one song. I was like, what the fuck do I do now? You know.
This song is gonna be E string.
You guys start throwing chicken wings at the audience.
Chicken with some milk.
Yeah.
So I know Phil and Pete know this song. It's been a long time. Can someone tell me what happened last night? When I woke up, she wasn't by my side. And all the things are gone, and I don't know what went wrong. Never wanna see you cry. I really love the beach at night, and I can finish a bottle of Jack all alone. I really love the beach at night, and I can finish a bottle of Jack all alone. Tell me again how much you really need the person I am. I never wanna see you. Tell me again how much you really need the person I am. Never wanna see you. What's going on? Sorry for what I had to do, and all the things that you put me through. We're going nowhere and it's happening way too fast. I never wanna see you cry. I really love the beach at night, and I can finish a bottle of Jack all alone. I really love the beach at night, and I can finish a bottle of Jack all alone. Tell me again how much you really need the person I am. I never wanna see you. Tell me again how much you really need the person I am. Never wanna see you cry. Well, yeah, you know, basic pop songs, you know, 4 chords. That's it.
Like we never left Southbury, bro.
Yeah, dude. Southbury was the best, I think. I had a lot of great memories there.
So, what was your favorite?
My favorite song was of Jonathan's was
Studio.
Oh, the studio.
It's not all about me, Phil. All right.
Oh. Well, I was in 3 of the studios. The Southbury studio was it was funny because you had this huge desk in a small room. It was very claustrophobic, and I was always seated between these 2 very large women, Mama and Lynn. So I felt like, yeah, it was. I felt like a piece of bread between two large pieces of meat. It was kind of a weird mixed up sandwich. So
it was almost like a Krispy Kreme hamburger, right?
yeah, I like that place, but I also like the Wallingford studio as well. We had more room to play in, and we also had there was actually a place for people to wait outside before they could come in. So that was we didn't have that in Southbury. Naugatuck was your home, so I mean, you in some ways it was a bit awkward because we're bringing all these weird people into your home, and Ricky was very, very patient, having these crazy guests coming in. But I think
that one studio in Naugatuck, remember that above Cooks that one night?
Yeah.
They lasted there one day.
So Phil, we left Southbury and we rented a studio. It was inside of a radio station. We rented an actual radio station. And Lisa, you know about this place. It's called Jane No More.
Yeah,
Jane Doe No More.
Yeah.
That's right.
We were above Cooks. Now, why would you put a battered woman's shelter behind the bar? First of all, okay? So it was between a bar and a fucking place where they play poker. So we were on the top floor.
For it because maybe something's happening to women when they come out of Cooks. I mean, it is freaking Naugatuck.
Well, we were on the top floor. We were at a radio station. The radio station was up front, a real one. And we rented the back, and we moved that studio in one day. And I remember we did the show, but we broke a bottle. Did we break a bottle or a whole 12-pack?
Dude, it was a whole 12-pack of Angry Orchard.
There's a 12-pack of Angry Orchard, and we threw a blanket on it to wipe
in front of the Jane Doe No More door. So they thought somebody was camping out there.
And you just threw a blanket over it and didn't clean it up?
We didn't have We didn't have
Pathetic.
We didn't have anything to clean up with, remember?
We were on the air. We had to go on the air, and then we forgot about it. And the landlord was like, "Did you guys leave a blanket outside of Jane Doe No More?" Oh.
Who would do such a thing?
Oh.
Yeah, we did. He's like, "You get out now." So thank God I didn't give up the lease in Southbury. We ended up moving the studio the same day back to Southbury in time for the show.
It was a horrible misunderstanding. The whole thing was a misunderstanding.
It was a misunderstanding.
It was really bad.
I would have really liked the studio above Cooks. I don't know. What's up, Jeff? I don't understand why that happened.
Never
one
been
of
in
those Cooks was probably one of the nicest. Can't say it was the best because we were only there for one show. But I think it was nice because it was all like a studio. It had the phone and all that shit.
A phone? A phone makes a studio?
Phone.
Oh, foam. Gotcha. FOAM. Got it.
FOAM phone.
Like a foam party?
I can. Hooked on Phonics worked for me. I get it.
That's a throwback.
We have another person popping in? Who's that?
Oh!
Hey, man.
Hello.
Get unmute your mic.
Dingleberry?
A Dingleberry.
A Dingleberry is here.
Your mic is muted, dude. There you go.
Yeah,
Hello?
Now he's muted. Yes.
I love when I give someone my age a computer assignment. They're like, oh my God. What's going on here? Hello. Not the class.
Am I on the air?
Yeah. There you go.
Is this thing on?
Tommy, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Do you?
I think we should just goof on this guy. Hello.
Dingleberry, speak.
Maybe he doesn't see us.
Maybe he doesn't realize that he joined the show.
Alexander Dingleberry.
Hello.
Hey, Dingle.
Mr. Berry.
Mr. Berry.
Artemis Berry the Third.
Repeat it. Oh.
And just like that, it's gone.
You guys bullied him off the show. It's messed up.
Is this somebody you knew, Peter? Or is he trying to find Chief and AJ? I don't know.
So you gave him the wrong link. You gave him the link to be on the show, not the link to listen.
Lisa actually knows his wife, Jennifer.
I just wanted to see the show.
I know who?
You know his wife, Jennifer Crow.
Oh, his wife is Jennifer Gross?
Yeah. All right, so let's Bob says talk about camera shot.
Yeah.
Elvin's not mad at us. We didn't we were just trying to say hello. I felt like the episode where hello.
Wait, who was that? Who was it that came in?
It was Dingleberry. Couldn't you read?
He named himself Dingle.
The singular one.
Who names themselves Dingleberry, by the way?
One Dingleberry.
You gotta be very confident. I am a Dingleberry.
Oh, you a lot of old PPRN people. Carl Davino. What's up, Carl? How you doing? Carl just did a thing. It's like a YouTuber, it's like a Survivor. Carl's been trying to get on Survivor for a long time. He just did this Survivor thing on YouTube. You remember Carl, right, Mike?
Yeah, dude, at the Hamden location.
Yeah, he ended up moving. Remember, he left us too. He ended up moving to Virginia.
It was like Tennessee, something like that.
Or Tennessee. Well, it's one of those, Tennessee. And he just did a show. So congratulations on
Oh, did he? That's what's up. Yeah, that dude was cool as hell.
Good for him. Survivor's a tough show. I could never do it. That or Naked and Afraid. Why do I want to be naked and afraid in the freaking jungle with the cameraman?
If I'm doing Survivor, I gotta go in single. I want to be.
New one coming out. It's called Porco Leche. It's a death match. You just gotta
I want to get kicked off doing something stupid.
You want to be picked on doing what?
I want to get kicked off of Survivor doing something stupid. So I'd have to be single. Something stupid like kissing somebody or teabagging somebody while they're sleeping.
Oh my god!
Why did you get voted off? Because you teabagged the fucking girl.
So wait a minute. Just to clarify, Lisa, you do not want to be on Naked and Afraid. Is that correct?
I do not.
How can I help you overcome this fear? I mean, I think we
can't.
I think it would be great for the ratings. I mean,
nice try, Phil. Nice try.
Yeah, not happening. We could pretend and blur everything, and then you have to do a green screen where I'm actually laying on the floor, but it looks like I'm in a jungle. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
I have a great imagination. I mean, that could work.
Phil's the creepy guy at the church.
Oh, Phil, what are we gonna do with you?
He's the one that round up all the altar boys.
Yes.
We're going on a trip now. Take it away in the milk.
He's like, just get into the white van.
Like another version of Willy Wonka. It's just all chicken.
Exactly. I want the purple gum.
The Chicken River. Imagine sailing down that. It's all broth. Actually sounds yummy.
Get
on that. Let's get on that.
I'm sorry. That's
fine. It's fine. That's how you know we're making people laugh.
Yeah, when I really get going, I snort.
Not
coke. I just snort. I just laugh and snort.
Doesn't Peter snort too? He snores sometimes, huh?
He used to. I think he stopped.
I remember he
He was being nice. He wasn't being facetious.
Oh, well, I was being facetious. Sorry.
It's the yin and yang.
Huh?
Exactly.
All right, so let's talk to Mike a little bit. Mike also did some solo shit. And now he's breaking into a band. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a band called Crossing Rubicon. Well, they had a drummer. What's your name? What's your drummer's name?
Of.
Who?
Oh, Brandy?
Brandy was in a band that was an original band. And at one time, I think they opened up for Motley Crue. But she started her own cover band, and Mike's the singer for it. And they do stuff like STP and Pearl Jam. And y'all don't do you guys do Rage or no?
We do, yeah. Yeah, we do. We do a couple by Rage, huh?
I'm telling the name of the band.
Burn the Brand.
So they're up and coming. They're new to the Connecticut scene. Thank God. They don't have to listen to the same fucking 13 bands again.
We're trying to dig a little deeper and do some of the stuff that you don't typically hear. And then we do some of the stuff you do typically hear, but we do it like the record, so. So we're trying to do like a tribute.
What are you doing as far as solo?
Solo, I've been recording actually, and I mean, from working with me, Pete, that I'm always on time. Like if you're on time, you're late. That's my whole view. Not really, I'm usually late for everything.
Write your stuff too?
Yeah. So that was where I started, I guess, was writing tunes. Even as a kid, writing songs. They weren't, I was recording them on a cassette. My first boombox, my first Sony, actually, huh?
You don't look old enough to remember that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I turned 18. But I'm a big vintage guy. I'm a big fan of vintage. So I'll be 45 in November.
I said, is it me or do you flirt with every new guest?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just inquisitive.
Last week it was who, Phil?
I can't quite hear you, Peter.
No, it doesn't matter. What he's saying is of no consequence.
She's not flirting. She's just friendly. That's all.
Asking questions.
I didn't catch that.
I'm not gonna matter because I would flirt with Mike too.
But yeah, so it's been at least 6 to 8 years since I recorded an original, and I'm doing that now for the first time. Starting with one track that I wrote like 4 years ago about my son, and it's interesting that the things that held me back were over contemplating, like if I would mess up or it would be hard to get through in X amount of time, and that was thinking back on when I recorded when I was younger. It was all analog. Now you just do like 87 tracks and they just cut like half a word. Like you say the word water and they like wah on this track and tur on this one, and they just cut them together. So there's no anxiety. There's no reason to really the things that were holding me back, I guess, like aren't real things. If you're going digital, if you're going analog, maybe as far as budget, time, things like that. But now it's like you lay 37 guitar tracks, 37 vocal tracks, and you cut together the best one for the best single take. And that's what it feels like on the record, which I wasn't aware of. That's how long I've been out of it.
If you've been out of it for a while and you used to do it when you're younger, because I know for myself, I feel like I'm having more fun now doing music and just enjoying myself than I did when I was in my 20s. So do you feel like because you're the age that you are, you're more free in there and you can kind of be yourself and it's just kind of natural and you're having more fun? Or do you feel like it was easier when you were younger?
As far as writing or performing or like
what?
Yeah, I would say writing has gotten a little more intentional. So more, not second guessing, but being more intentional there. Whereas I think when I was younger, I would write just like a bull in a china shop. It was just on the feeling. But if the feeling wasn't there, then I couldn't write. Whereas now I understand certain principles that help you get out of that. It's kind of like when you get older, if you have trouble going back to the gym, but certain things that'll just get you back in the swing of things. So you can hack a writer's block and stuff like that. Whereas when I was younger, it's like I'm just not feeling it, so I just wouldn't write.
Right.
Performing, definitely now I'm more free. So when I was younger, because it was more. When I started out, I mean, I was sitting down in a chair with my eyes closed the whole set, didn't open them between songs or anything. I was just completely terrified. Now I have people come to me, that would like to get on stage and sing, and they're like, I wish I had your natural confidence, and there's no such thing. For me, at least, there was no natural anything. It was just continuing to do something that was extremely painful and just doing it again and again and again until it wasn't, But that's really anything in life.
Does Jelly Roll inspire either one of you?
Who?
Jelly Roll.
Inspire?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just listened to him the other day because he comes from a few things. So I came from a lot of bullying, and he comes from that, but he also came from like his folks not being great, and then also he was like in the system and stuff like that. But he was dark, he was like, well, I would enter a room and cats and dogs and children would run away. And that just stuck with me because where we vibrate is, we get what we give. That's it, And now he's doing all these things for kids in need and so forth. But he just seems to be genuinely awestruck by where he's at. And it seems like a true pivot. Who knows? I mean, I don't know the guy, but it seems like a true pivot And it's interesting because when I was in my darkest periods, I thought that I was a throwaway. You know what I'm saying? I was under that impression that everyone would be better off without me. And that's a lie that we tell ourselves. And so, yeah, definitely inspired because it seems like he's someone who's been in the depths of darkness, and now he's sort of on the complete opposite.
So I'm sorry. So if you felt like you were throwaway and all that stuff, like, and I'm sure because I remember being there too, but how did you pull yourself out of that? Like, what helped you, get out of that? Because that's not easy to do, right? At all.
Yeah, I mean, huh? Yeah, it was a lot of chicken and milk.
Chicken and milk helps.
Yeah, I went sugar-free chocolate syrup in there sometimes. I cheat that.
That's called Roscoe.
That's all. That's it. A little buffalo sauce in that chicken. Now we off to the race.
Worcestershire sauce.
They put that Worcestershire sauce. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a slow process. I would say it was repetition was a big part. Repetition. And what I call micro victories, doing little things that you say you're going to do over and over, little things. After a while, you get to trust you.
100%. I remember the reason why I'm asking is because I look back now and I remember going through it, and I mean going through it. And every day I'd be like, oh my God, when is this black cloud going to leave? I feel like there's this black cloud over me. Things can't get any worse. And then something clicked. I'm like, the more I keep saying that I have this black cloud is the more bad shit that keeps happening. Absolutely. So to train yourself to, when you're really going through shit, to tell yourself it'll be okay or whatever is hard. But now I look back and I'm like, I can't believe, what I went through, and I'm a lot happier and I appreciate shit a lot more. Like even performing, especially like you, I remember being terrified to sing. And getting on before stage, I'd literally be shaking. Then I get on stage, be fine, sort of, and then get off and shaking. And now I'm like, if I make a mistake, I just look at my keyboard player. Yeah, I totally fucked that up. I don't know. I sang the same verse 3 times. I don't know what I did to the song, but you know what? It's cool. Everybody likes it, and if they don't, fuck them.
I got to that age too, where I'm just like, you know what? I don't even care. Like if people hate me, or I used to like do the show. And then I would dwell on how many people watched it, listened to it, and like I would eat my skin. I would just be like, I'd call Siksay, or I'd be like, Phil, I'm like, fuck this, we're not getting. Now I'm like, all right, well, there's only 3 people on that platform. I don't give a. I'm gonna go ride my riding mower right now and crack open my beer and take the ride down to my local fucking brewery and hang out there for a fucking hour. Otherwise, they used to eat away at me, but now at this industry,
it's more authentic, I think. And maybe
you know what it is, though, Lisa? I see all the talent that people are calling talent. Like, what bothered me about that guy who didn't know who fucking Justin Timberlake was, that just tells me that this generation is going to fucking dwell on they're going to call that girl who just did that Hawk 2 fucking thing now. Like, are you kidding me? That's your entertainment now? I know it makes people laugh.
Dude, it's everywhere.
She spits at someone's dick and everybody's laughing, but that's not. We don't have no more Carol Burnett.
She's not the first one,
No, I know, but we don't have no more Carol Burnett's. We don't have no more Golden Girl. We don't have no more.
Everybody on the radio sounds the same, and like I'm old, so I listen to my Sirius XM and certain stations. But if I listen to the regular radio, like you hear all these singers, you can't tell them apart. Back in the day, you could say, "Oh, that's Madonna, that's Mariah Carey, that's Tina Marie, or whoever."
She just said we're all the same singers.
Well, female, but no. But I mean, if I'm wrong, maybe a lot of the music today, everybody sounds the same. They have the slight auto tune. You can't,
Well, these 2, I can tell you right now, they're not. We're much older than them too, but they're definitely on our side of the world.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about you 2 in particular, so don't get on.
I thought you were saying I was young. Shit.
You are young.
Oh.
You're 45.
I'll take it.
Huh?
All right.
You got a filter on, Mike, or is that just your normal thing?
Me?
Yeah.
What does it sound like?
Oh, it looks like you got. Doesn't it look like you got a filter, or you got a really good one?
He's telling you he thinks you're
Pop
pretty.
filter?
Your skin is like.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you're hearing me through this or you're hearing me through the phone.
No, he's talking about your face. He
look
thinks
at me.
you're
I look like
gorgeous.
A filter on my skin? No.
Please
Well,
don't.
anybody's gonna look like that when you do that.
Stop it, Pete. Stop. We want
Doesn't
people
it look
to
like the
tune in.
band Fish, the logo?
It's like the movie Dune is on your forehead right now.
You never seen the Fish logo? Look.
Dune 3. Nah, you good, bro. You good.
I'm jacked though right now.
Yo, you grew that hair long too, man. Since I saw you.
Yeah, you got that long.
I started when I left Hamden.
Yeah.
How long has it been growing?
Shit. I remember coming over to the basement though, over at West Haven.
Oh yeah.
So when you sold that house, did you do anything with the studio, or did you just leave it as is, or
No,
I know you didn't just give them the gear, but I'm saying the setup.
No, I left
It was pretty cool, man.
When they did the walkthrough, they saw what it was, and I don't know what they use it for now, but that house was built in 1900. Probably fucking moldy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we made good money off of that house. That's all. Our house now is like a fucking palace compared to that house.
That looks like it, man.
That house and bought this house.
Word, of course it is.
Oh, I know.
Gotta come check you out.
I like it though. Mike, you got a song for us? Yeah, come check it out.
I might have a song for you.
Hit us with a Hatfield.
Hit you with a Hatfield.
Is this an original or is this a cover?
I'll shoot you an original.
Okay, cool.
And then I'll just tune on the air. It's good radio.
This is the real live raw deal.
Jonathan remembers those fucking people that used to come in and play the guitar the whole time.
On the air tuning is fucking. That's quality. You want that? All right, here's a little tune I wrote called "The Water." I know you've been through love before. Had your soul dragged on that floor. Got back up, baby. Who's in love? She's your heart. When they tore your love apart, tell me, are you scarred? We're ready now. The deepest ocean of our hearts. The waves might tear us down. They can't tear us apart. We're ready now. Oh, do you need to watch me bleed just to prove that I won't leave like a wretch? And do you realize you in my heart right from the very start? Took it from my chest. 'Cause we're ready now. The deepest ocean of our hearts. We ain't almost down. They can't tear us apart. We're ready now. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. We're ready now. Deepest ocean of our hearts, we ain't got a draw. We're ready now.
Deepest ocean of our hearts. Waves might tear us down. They can tear us apart. Bring your waves down. Bring your waves down. Bring your waves down. I just need to feel your eyes.
I felt that one right down in there. Hey.
Yeah, that was
about
I'm ready to call the fucking suicide line. Shit.
So it's deceptive that way. It's about like when you get through a whole bunch of struggle, like you're ready to throw yourself away, and you get to a place where you know your worth, that kind of thing. Then you meet someone and you see them in the same throes, and you're just trying to convey what your experience is. You're trying to convey hope, but they're in this hamster wheel where they just can't get out of this idea that the world's better off without them. So you're trying to shake it out of them, that kind of thing. You know, so
good stuff, man. Hell yeah.
appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Nice.
You and me had a combo one time, Pete, but
Yeah.
it was off the air.
That was outside the studio, or was that in the car at your house?
Pete shook me loose. Pete shook me back to life.
That's the one in front of your house that we had?
I believe so. From some years back, buddy.
With a lot of people.
Yeah.
I felt like I was there, like, because y'all seen how fucked up my life was too, but you know how I handled it. So I think I've seen a lot of people like came to me like, how the fuck do I stop people?
You know what I came to realize is that it's the ones that went through the most that are the most needed, and so that was actually training because we were able to.
Dude, my
You
whole
heard?
life, my mother told me I wasn't gonna do shit. She said,
That was
"Why
just
am I
part of your
doing
training.
radio? I mean, radio will never be your thing."
Yeah. It wasn't just that. It was the connections you made. Yeah, it was that for you. Just like music was that for me. I needed to do music, but all the people I met and then the connections you make, it becomes this whole other thing.
No, I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
just training, bro. Pain is just training.
Yeah.
You said music was your thing. Crack was my thing. I ain't even gonna lie. What? Yo, I was a fucking Superman when I was on coke. Either I smoked it or smoked it.
Yeah.
I was like king performer. I'd go to Disney, clubs in Disney, and just act a fool, and people were like, who's this dude? You know, like I used to do like fucking acrobats and shit, and like make believe I was handicapped, and like I'd make strangers laugh. But I was high. You know what I mean? I was in the most pain of my life, high, and I'm looking at people laughing, and then it gave me an even bigger high.
Right.
So didn't you, when you knew that you had to stop, right? Because I knew this was for me. I wasn't the crack, but I was drinking way too much for a lot of reasons. But when I knew that it was a problem, I was genuinely afraid that I wasn't going to be funny, or I wasn't going to be cool, or I was going to be like some boring person without that. So how did you get over that and just be like, more authentic without that stuff?
Because I'm more of a, when I was using, I was a liar. Okay,
you were what?
A liar.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
I was a huge liar. I was, like I told you, my mother said I'd be nothing, and all these goals. Not just my mother. Everybody was like, I was popular, but I had no friends. If that makes sense. So
yeah,
you know how people treated us in Nagi. I was very popular, but I had no friends that called me to go do stuff. So I think a lot of the things, like I'm a big dude. I got, I can handle myself, but I never really fought because I would make people laugh instead of mad at me. Like someone would come up to me and say, "Hey, faggot," and I'd be like, "Yeah, Just because I suck 2 dicks don't mean I'm a fag. It means I'm an explorer. You know what I mean? I'm a big something. Like something that they couldn't come back at me with. You know what I mean?
All with the punches.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like if someone said, "You're not funny," I said, "Well, your mom, her hairdresser's funny. That bitch needs a new career." I would just come up with shit off of my head, you know.
Yeah,
Like
you're
what the fuck did
masculine
you just
humor.
say? Should
So
I punch him or hook him? You know what I mean? So
you
I
did
think
it regardless if you were high or not, because
I was funnier. I put it this way, and I'm very confident now. I was funnier hot, but that's what I thought. I'm funnier drink because now I want to get into the comedy side of it. I want to do comedy work, and I'm mentoring with a guy named Dave right now. Now, my comedy now is drug free. It might not be alcohol free, but it's drug free. But it's honest, and it's honest to the point to where if I ran for president and they brought something up, I'd be like, "Oh, you just found that out now? Everybody knew that." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you can't come at me because now if somebody's listening to my show, say I ran for president, they're like, "Oh, he was a crackhead." People will be like, "Yeah, we know. We knew that."
so you're more authentic and you're okay with being more yourself. Is basically what you're saying.
Listen, if society told me it was okay to smoke crack, I would still smoke crack. But it doesn't say it. I really enjoyed it.
If your life got better smoking crack, go for it. But I'm pretty sure your life doesn't get better smoking crack.
No, I know it doesn't. But I'm saying I'm not going to tell you that I didn't enjoy it, or I still would enjoy it. I know I can't. First of all, my age. Second of all, I got the house now, and I'm trying to start this back up, and people look down on it. But I'm not going to tell you. Look, if I'm afraid to become fucking famous because that party took off the chain. You know what I mean? Like you see people partying like Justin Timberlake was out on a Tuesday night in a Mercedes. He was at a hotel, and he only got caught with a martini. What was he doing before that martini? He fucked up because I would have done a couple lines to drive home. You know what I mean? Like it's my honesty and all this other shit. It plays a big role in everything now. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I think I'm funny, but I thought I was funnier when I was drunk. All I was doing was I was trying to get people to feel sorry for the way other people treated me, if that makes sense. Like, look at me, I'm funny, but my mom called me fat. So I wanted attention because I was a little bitch. I'm not afraid to admit that. I always wanted attention because I wanted someone to say, "You funny, dude," or I wanted someone to say, I wanted someone to say, "Yeah, you're fat, but you're a good person," or "Yeah, you're stupid, you're a good person," or I always had it and I always needed attention.
You weren't a little bitch. You were unhealed.
Right.
Yeah, very much.
That's all.
And I think
but
from
other people's eyes, it's being a bitch,
But it gets back to what you said about famous or whatever. Let's just consider it making a bunch of money. The thing that with money is it just makes you more of who you are.
Right.
Any time in my life that I had more in my hands, whatever type of person I was, it allowed that. So the shit that you've gone through and stuff like that, if you were to find yourself in a position of a lot of resources financially, these experiences that you've had prior would keep you in line.
100%.
Right now, I'm so grounded now because me and Ricky have.
You also know that you already know that you found peace prior. Now's the time, if ever, to go ahead and get some money because you found peace without it.
Right. And that's kind of what I was getting at. Because just for you to sit there, it's not easy to say, yeah, I needed attention. I needed this because I felt XYZ. Especially, it's not easy to say man to what a friend. So it's certainly not easy to say on a forum like this. So that just shows how much you've grown as a person, which is why, like Mike's saying, if that happened tomorrow, I don't think you would, temptation would be there, yes, but I think you'd roll the tape. Okay, so if I did, an ounce of coke, what's it going to get me or whatever? You don't need that to be authentic, to feel good about yourself.
Melvin told me to calm down, cocaine dude.
Now, if I hit the lotto, I'd buy a whole bunch of chicken and milk and just man.
I'd be right next to
Man.
Chicken in the milk, buttermilk chicken.
Exactly, buttermilk chicken.
This
Mike's
my
like,
chicken and milk face right here.
What I think I do is, I think I would, because now every day I'm sending Ricky pictures of an old couple. I'm like, I hope this is you know what I mean? Like I'm doing shit like that now because I used to be like look forward to going out, but we live in Florida. Like you gotta go out.
I look forward to going in bed. This is way past my bedtime.
No, I love going to bed, but I'm saying Florida is you gotta go out. You can't sit. This is God's waiting room. Like this, after this is it. If you stay home, you're like, I'm missing out. Paradise is everywhere.
What is there to do in Florida?
Get out of my face.
A lot.
Yeah, Lisa, you couldn't do the vacations in this whole state you're home.
The music scene is pretty good in Florida, from what I hear.
The music scene is much better than
For the stuff that we do, John. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking acoustic people playing on a
The owner's not asking you how many people you can bring; they're asking you to perform for their,
Well, it's so because it's just gonna be a shit ton of people no matter what.
Exactly.
Because nobody cooks. Nobody cooks. Everybody goes out to the bar, and they have happy hour on Monday through Friday from 4 to like 8. You know what I mean? It's such a different vibe out here. And everything, Lisa, is it's either underwater or it's in bed.
Now, do you find yourself missing the seasons?
No. I'd say the only thing I miss is pizza.
Yeah.
Not have good pizza.
Yeah, you could find it, sure.
I did. I bought a pizza oven and I bought an RO system for my house, and I got the water down to a fucking science, and we put in the pizza oven and just like back home. So
You got like the backyard pizza setup, like the.
I got a Blackstone, and I got a pizza oven, and I got a grill. Like I'm straight up old now, but
rock and roll.
yes, sir. And I got a canopy too.
Pete's New Haven Pizza in Florida.
So we're gonna have to do a segment where I'm testing out your pizza skills and your grilling skills.
Well, yeah. When I come down, we'll do an episode in the same room. That'll be nice. I should be able to plug the guitar. I'll plug the guitar into the board that time. So.
Yeah, if you guys come down, we're gonna have a good time. I'm saying right now, you're gonna come down, and here's what happens to people that come to Florida: they come down and they want to move, or they come down and they just don't. That's it. There's no in between.
I'm deeply ensconced, but I hear you.
It's just too freaking hot. I can't be. And I love the beaches.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's just as hot in Connecticut.
That's like I went to Hawaii in college, and it was like I started looking at schools there, like trying to get my master's. I didn't want to. It's tough. It's tough when you see that water and that beach and that climate and all that good stuff. Especially out there, it's very like dry and also temperate but yeah, definitely, man. But I mean, now it's like shit. I think about me last, man.
No, it's a different vibe down here, dude. It helped me out, and I don't even think like up in Connecticut when I went back about a month ago, and I was just my mind was racing. I even told Ricky, I'm very very honest with Ricky. She's like, "What's the matter?" Because she knows when something's wrong. I'm like, "Yo, I want to go to the bar and get some coke."
Oh, you felt triggered.
Yeah, and she's like, "Really?" And she would normally like 4 years ago, she would have been mad. But she sees that I break down and cry now. She's like, well,
"You're admitting it.
You never want to go back?" I'm like, "It's not that I never want to go back. I just every time I go back, I get that feeling, and I love being honest with you." And I didn't. I refrained from it, which was nice. And years ago, I probably couldn't have done that. But she's like, "What?" She knew. She goes, "What's the matter?" I'm like, I just wanted to get high. So I mean, I'm not saying that it's bad for me to go to Naugatuck because Naugatuck is my life.
But it's free for you to be able to say, yeah, I felt like getting high, but I didn't. That's normal for somebody that was an addict,
Yeah, and I like I told you, I would. If someone offered it right now, I would do it, but I can't do it, so I wouldn't do it. If that makes sense. So.
That's big, brother.
You know what the problem is when people become addicts? They always say, oh yeah, I've been clean. No, you haven't. You haven't. You stepped away from it because you're always going to be an addict. You're never going to. You can be clean from today to the rest of your life, okay? And that's like 1 in 1,000. But if you admit to yourself that you're not an addict, you're going to fail. You got to be like, all right, look, I'm going to go to the bar and I'm going to go have. Because I got to the point where if I drank a beer, like a sip, I was going to New Haven. You know what happens in New Haven.
Yeah.
So if you go say to yourself, yeah, I can go to New Haven. Fuck that. I can go to the bar. Fuck that. I can drink a bar. No, that's where you fucked up. You got to go and say,
right.
I'm going to go have a beer. I might have a fucking Jaeger bomb, but then I'm leaving. Or I'm going to chill. Or I'm going to drink some water. Or I'm going to go watch Hatfield or Siksay sing. And I'm going to put my mind towards something else. But I'm going to deter that here's the problem too. I'm going to deter that addiction to another addiction. I'm going to go, all right, I had my 2 drinks now. Let me go to McDonald's and buy a Big Mac at 11 o'clock, which is another addiction.
So that's the thing about your weakness is your way out. It's weird, but when you feel that you fucked up, then it makes it easy. You just go, well, I fucked up, and you just daisy chain. You daisy chain the fuck ups, and this is all kid shit. This is the shit that we told ourselves when we were kids. Mm-hmm. That's why it's important when you recognize a trigger. You're like, yeah, I'm up here in Connecticut, and this is how I feel. And dude, that's great what you just said, and the fact that Ricky picked up on it, the whole thing. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Melvin says, pet alligators and listen to great music.
Yeah. If you pet an alligator, you might just not have to worry about an addiction because you might be dead.
That's Florida.
I'm very proud, and I don't know how Jonathan feels about anything, but I'm very proud that I can say, yeah, if I can. You know what's nice? Because Florida, they pull the sidewalks in at 11.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Unless you're fucking like, well, they pull the sidewalks in at 11. It's a joke. They shut it down.
Gotcha.
A lot of the areas that we go to, they shut down at 10 or 11.
At 11 o'clock, yeah.
Can I just say one thing about Florida? It's so freaking dark. Like, I'm not that old, but I don't like driving in the dark, and there's no freaking streetlights. I'm like, I got to get back to my dad's before it gets dark because I can't freaking see. I don't know where the hell I'm going.
That's because of where you live. Unless you go to Tampa, then Tampa's open until 4 in the morning. But most of the beach bars and everything else, they close at 10.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, but you know what, Jonathan? They're starting at 3 o'clock.
I would have thought they stayed open later than we do.
No, Tampa does. Tampa, the city, it does. Tampa stays open.
Depends on where you are, yeah.
But like Clearwater, where Hotoka lives, or where I live, on the coastline, 10:30, 11, everybody's going home. Like they have these, guys, they have this street festival called the Third Thursday. And it's just fucking 2 miles of street music. Every third Thursday of once a month. So then they have Mardi Gras down here. They just have a bunch of stuff.
I mean, the whole music scene is amazing.
Yeah, the music scene is cool. So next week, speaking of music scene, next week we have the Sawtells are going to be on so Pinho the comic. He was on a long time ago. Jason Garrett and the Sawtells.
Those are all good dudes,
You remember the Sawtells, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Oh, you have Matt. You remember the Sawtells or
no? Yeah, kind of. Aren't they kind of an older couple?
Yeah, they were on in Wallington.
Yeah. I remember them. I know Jason Garrett very well, and Pinho. You said he's a comedian, right?
Yeah, he was on with Alexander.
He was kind of in with Jay Silpin, right? Like the New York crowd. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. Those are all good dudes. Yeah, talented.
So that'll be our show next week, and we have time. You guys want to each play a song out or what?
Yeah, I mean, I can play one more.
Do you have any shows this week?
Yeah, I'm going to be at Main Street Tavern Saturday night. Solo, Hatfield, come on through. Yo, are you around?
Where is that?
Come through.
Yeah, I'll stop by. I'll see.
Come through. Saturday night. No, Stratford.
Stratford. Okay.
I'll be there 3 hours Saturday night. Then the following Saturday, I'm there with Burn the Brand, and that's when we're gonna do our best to keep the place from catching on fire because it gets nuts, yo. We're getting bonkers. That's Main Street again. So I'll be at Main Street the next 2 Saturdays. Solo this one, and then Burn the Brand next Saturday.
Lisa, you anywhere?
Yes. So, I don't have a lot of Connecticut performances, but I'm going to be at Aldo's in Middlebury on Saturday from 6 to 9. So come on down. It'll be a lot of fun.
And then Phil's on the chatter on WAPJ on Sundays. If you're not in the Torrington area and you can't reach it, which is going to be over in Thomaston, I can give you that. But if you're not, then you can catch them online like any other radio.
Sweet.
I'm actually drumming. I'm drumming again too for the first time. Drumming's my first love, going back to when I was 14 years old. I'm drumming again with my buddies in the band Peasant. Freddie's band. So
I grew up with
So I'm gonna be we got 4 dates set up toward the end of this month and next month.
PPRN made another connection with you. That's good.
Yeah, so Hatfield back on drums, and then I'm singing with Plastercade next month too, which is like a new band out of the area. So it's some things. Catch me on Yo Hatfield. If you want to catch me, it's on Instagram, Yo Hatfield, and all the shit's there. All the shit. Just one word.
Let's go with Hatfield first this time, and then see if they can play us out.
And then wrap it.
Thank you guys for being on, man. That was a good show.
Thank you. Love you guys. Been a lot of fun.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for having me.
I wrote this song about like a Tony Soprano type. He's lived his whole life doing real bad things for what he thought were good reasons. He knows he's about to go to a parlay and his best friends are going to execute him. They're not aware that he knows. So he's standing in the desert before sunrise and he's wondering if he was evil or a good man who did evil things for a good reason. And what he decides will decide if he runs away or he goes to the parlay. It's called Rabbit Holes. I got a penchant for the soda, and holy water skiing, but I thought I would trade. Got a penchant for the soda, and holy water skiing, but I thought I would trade. Got a penchant for the soda, and holy water skiing, by the notion I knew myself again. One blanket in a warm bed, things I may never meet again. Rabbit holes in my veins never brought me anything but pain. I've been searching for the answer, standing in the desert, staring at the border hill. Searching for the answer, standing in the desert, staring at the border hill. Searching for the answer, standing in the desert, standing at the border, can't live from here. One blanket in a warm bed, things I may never see again. Rabbit holes in my veins never brought me anything but pain. Well, I've been sitting with the devil, polishing his shovel, asking what the hell he wants. 'Cause I'm a slave and a warrior, drinking fire, waiting for my orders, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 jaded by the notion I knew myself. Jaded by the notion I knew myself. Jaded by the notion I knew myself. Whoa!
One blanket and a warm bed. Things I may never need again. Rather than in my veins never broke me anything but pain. One blanket and a warm bed. Things I say for a better man. Love you.
Nice. Nice. You got a little scream there, huh?
It's good.
I love y'all.
Nice.
That was dope.
Say what you got, brother.
What's that?
Say what you got.
It's my turn?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Picking her up late tonight. I can tell by her look that nothing's alright. She look in her eyes, the kind of look and I'm not surprised. And I don't know what I gotta do to get through to you. And I don't know what I gotta do. I'm spinning my tires are spinning around. The wheels on my side almost off of the ground. She's laughing and crying and yelling to stop, but no, it's all fine. And I don't want her to rewind what I did last night. 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 Baby, don't cry, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. And I don't know if there's something that you feel. We're playing around in a photo booth. And I don't know if I should tell her the truth. I'm spinning my tires are spinning around. The wheels on my side almost off of the ground. She's laughing and crying and yelling to stop, but I know it's all fine. And I don't want her to rewind what I did last night. 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 Last night. Wow, that's the kind of stuff they do.
Nice, man. Maybe you should get back into
Yeah, buddy.
it, man. You look happy.
Yeah.
Rocking,
So,
man.
feels good.
Yeah, let's talk to Mike, see if y'all can do something together.
I'm not in the position to play anything other than those two songs right now, just because I haven't played in so long. It's like I almost relearning it, kind of.
One chip, yeah, man, but it's like riding the bike, but yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's when you get more creativity, you know, when you give up your old self and then you pick up the guitar or the music again, then you reborn yourself into something different. So that's what I'm kind of stuck in the middle of right now. So, you know, the songs that I played are, you know, I wrote those in like early 2000s. That's why they kind of are like emo sounding almost, you know what I mean? So
they're so relevant. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Tell you what, they bring the old gang back and these shows will turn into 2 hours almost. It's fucking awesome. All right, in honor of Juneteenth, we want to say thank you everybody for listening. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, John. Thank you to all the listeners. Next Level Entertainment. Manny, Melvin, what's up, everybody? Jay was listening on YouTube. Thank you. In honor of Juneteenth, stay black, y'all.
I'm going to do my best.
Right, Phil, on Podbean. And you guys have a great week. I'll be down here. I'm going to see the Chili Peppers on Friday.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I always wanted to see them.
Actually, no. Corey Feldman is going to be with Limp Bizkit.
Oh, wow.
This week is going to be Chili Peppers and Ice Cube.
Oh, okay.
Chili Ice Cube, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy, brother. Enjoy.
I'm going to enjoy because Ricky loves Chili Peppers. It's my anniversary present.
Nice. I've been wanting to go for a long time. Enjoy it, brother.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Let's keep in touch.
Peace, love, and soul.
Love, peace, and everybody.
Take care.
Take care.
See you, Phil, and Lisa next week. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.
I don't know what to do now.